So Diamond and Pearl, let's talk about rules involving infinite limits. Before we will talk about the rules, let's have this theorem. Class, pag let n be any positive integer, pag si n gani class from the right, ang lahat ng answer positive infinity. Pag si n gani class from the left, dalawa ang answer, positive infinity at negative infinity. Positive infinity pag even, negative infinity pag add. Yan lang ang dapat i-remember nyo. Screenshot this one because let's have example. Okay, let us apply the theorems that I wrote. Sige. Example number 1, the limit of 1 over x cubed as x approaches to 0 from the right. Di ba? Pag from the right, lahat ng answer dyan, that's positive infinity. How about this one? The limit of 1 over x to the power of 4 as x approaches to 0 from the right, that's still positive infinity. It doesn't matter if the exponent is odd or even. Alright? However, dito na naman pag 0 from the left, since odd man yung sa kuha niya class, ano yung answer? It's negative infinity. Correct. So, how about dito? From the left pa rin, pero even yung exponent, that is positive infinity. Alright, so that's it. Okay, let's proceed with the rule number 1, sum and the difference. Class, pag positive infinity, gani ang sagot nyo. Example, limit plus positive infinity, ang answer is positive infinity. Okay? Pero pag limit minus infinity, the answer is negative infinity. Yun lang yung rules dito. So, let's apply these rules. Okay, let's apply the rule number 1 for sum involving infinite limits. Again ha, pag limit plus positive infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Limit minus negative infinity, the answer is negative infinity. Okay, class, in order to solve this, isa-isahin natin. So, the limit of 2 as x approaches to 0 from the right plus the limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches to 0 from the right, the limit of a constant is equal to the constant itself. So, that's 2. Oh, ano yung theorem kanina, class? Pag from the right, gani, di ba, positive infinity lahat. Tama? 2 plus positive infinity, the answer is positive infinity. That's it. Okay. Example number 2. Alright, so in solving, to solve this class, okay, ma-apply lang yung theorem ha na 0 from the right, 0 from the left, if x lang talaga yung denominator. Ito, may x at saka may constant, tama? So, pag may ganito, sir, pag may constant ang katabi ang x, hindi yun ma-apply yung theorem, okay? So, what we will do is really to substitute 0. Alright, to really substitute this one. Pero ito, yung, i-follow natin yung 0 from the right, 0 from the left. So, to solve this, isa-isahin natin ha. From the left, 1 over x plus 1 plus the limit of, so wala lang space. So sabi ko sa inyo ha, ma-apply lang yung theorem pag x lang talaga sa denominator. So anong gagawin pag may constant? Substitute. 0 plus 1 plus, 0 from the left, tapos 0 from the left, tapos add yung exponent. So what's the answer? That is negative infinity. 2 minus negative infinity, the answer is negative infinity. Okay, last example for our sum involving infinite limits. Again, so 1 over x, 0 from the right. Lahat ng 0 from the right class, ano ang answer? Diba? Positive infinity. Pero, ang solution niyan, ganito pa rin. Wala tayong magawa. So, we have here, pag 0 from the right, ang answer is positive infinity lahat, tama? Constant, answer, positive infinity. Okay, let's proceed with rule number 2. It's about product. Okay, you just have to remind yourself that pag magyari ganit na limit times positive infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Positive times positive, positive. Pero pag negative limit or you have negative 4 ba dyan, times positive infinity, the answer is negative infinity. Meaning, ang mamultiply lang yung sign. Alright? Pag limit times negative infinity, negative infinity. Kasi positive times negative, negative. Pero pag negative limit, negative 4, example, negative 4 times negative infinity, the answer is positive. Ang makuha lang talaga, class, is yung sign ng limit. Negative times negative, positive. So, yan lang ang i-remember nyo basta product. Rule number 2. Okay, applying the rule number 2 for the product involving infinite limits. Okay, 0 from the right. So how to solve this one? So the limit of 3x plus 2 over 3x plus 2 as x approaches 0 from the right times the limit, isa-isahin natin, 0 from the left, 4 over x cubed. Yung theorem, class, always remember, hindi siya pwede ma-apply dito kasi may katabi pa siya, may another term pa. So, what will you do with the 0? Substitute. 3, 0 plus 2. Tapos, dito lang siya ma-apply. Diba? Ay, positive infinity pala. Positive infinity man, di ba hindi siya nag-matter if even or odd ang exponent? Ano ang answer? Basta, positive infinity. From the right. So, from the right gani, class, hindi nag-matter si exponent. So, ang answer niyan, positive infinity. 3 halves times positive infinity. The answer is positive infinity. Okay, example number 2 for the product of infinite limits. X approaches 0 from the right times the limit 0 from the right x minus 4. Okay, ma-apply siya dito basta from the right, class, positive infinity times, hindi siya ma-apply, 0 minus 4 positive infinity times negative 4. Ano ang answer? Positive infinity or negative infinity? Negative infinity. Bakit? Yun di ba yung sa rule? Ang makuha lang, class, sa constant na answer is yung sign. Madala yung sign. Negative times positive, negative. Okay, example number 3. Tapos, from the left na din eh. Sorry. Okay, sinulat ko na yung first step ng solution. Sulat. Saan lang siya ma-apply yung theorem? Dito lang. Kasi siya lang may x na denominator dito. Substitute talaga yung 0. So ngayon, what will we do now? So, 0 from the left. Tapos, add pa talaga yung exponent. So the answer, positive or negative infinity? That's negative infinity. Yan yung theorem, ha. Tapos, times, substitute ang 0. 4 minus 0, 0 plus 1, negative infinity times 4 over 1. The answer is negative infinity. Okay, we are on our last example for product involving infinite limits. The given is x minus 4 times 1 over x to the power of 5 as x approaches 0 from the left. Saan lang ma-apply yung theorem, class? Dito lang. Dito, substitute. Tama? 0 minus 4 times... itong times B. Karadi kapoy. Okay, ito. 0 from the left, tapos add. Di ba negative infinity? Pero pag even, positive infinity. So, negative 4 times negative infinity. Ano answer? Negative times negative, that's positive. Again ha, makuha yung sign ng limit or ng constant answer. So that's it. Alright, rule number 3, quotient involving infinite limits. Okay, may apat ka dapat i-memorize. First two is, what if ang limit is greater than 0? So 1 pataas. If ang answer mo 8 over 0, 8 over 0, magdepende lang yan sa class if si G is greater than 0 or A from the right. Pag A from the right, gani yung A approaches, positive infinity. Pero pag from the left, A from the left, so 8 over 0, that's negative infinity. The other two naman, the limit is less than 0. So mga negative dito. That's negative 4, negative 4. Example. Pero si g of x is greater than 0 or a from the right, ang answer, negative infinity. Pero pag from the left or g of x is less than 0, the answer is positive infinity. Again ha, memorize. If L is the limit is greater than 0, pero from a from the right, positive. A from the left, negative. Pag less than na gani class, si limit, negative na gani, A from the right, negative. A from the left, positive. Ayun. Okay, let's apply the rule number 3 for the quotient. Okay, let's proceed with example number 3, the limit of x minus 8 over 3x to the 5th power as x approaches to 0 from the right. Will we do with the quotient? Diretso substitute, 0 minus 8 over 3 times 0 to the 5th power, negative 8 over 0. Okay, na-observe nyo class, that's negative 8 sa numerator. So, ayon sa rule sa quotient, A, B, C, or D, di ba pag ang limit is less than 0, that's C or D. Tama? Either C or D. However, paano natin malaman na C or D? Pag from the right, gani class, okay, that is letter C, to the right. So, what's the answer? Negative divide positive infinity, that's negative infinity. Proceed with example number 4, the limit of x minus 1 over x plus 5 as x approaches to negative 5 from the left. Substitute. Okay. Since negative ang numerator class, what's the rule of the quotient? A, B, C, or D, that's either C or D. However, in the given na x na approach, from the left man siya. So, negative divided by negative, that's positive infinity.